Hey folks, I did lose a bit of work because my last recording did not have the microphone on. I do have to check every time I do a screen capture on the iPad that when I do screen recording that the microphone option stays on. Um, so there's a I and another thing, I do want to keep in mind that every time I enter one of these videos, while I banter, I do want to have a topic in mind. And the topic I was talking about in my last recording that got deleted is beauty. And I do listen to a lot of Bishop Robert Barron. But actually, before I go further into the topic, I want to let you know that sometimes my banter may be slow, um, as I kind of just think out loud while I'm drawing, and sometimes it may be interrupted by some extra concentration I have to put into the drawing. Um, but ultimately, these drawings, these are important work that I have to do, and they come first. And sometimes the drawings do not require my full concentration, but I do want to put as much concentration as I can, and as much concentration as is needed in this work. So if I do that, just keep in mind this is a video, not just a podcast or an audio, and I am actually doing something visually while I talk about these things. Now, with that in mind, the idea of beauty is something that was defined by St. Thomas Aquinas. But before I get into that, what do most people say? One common idea is that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That maybe there isn't. That's basically positing that there is no such thing as objective beauty. That rather it comes down to personal taste, basically. Now, the argument against that, or rather not necessarily against that, but another belief is that there is objective beauty, and it's definable, and it's you're able to sort of track it down. And what St. Thomas Aquinas said, he defined it with three properties. But before I get into it, even just the idea of saying objective for something for a vague idea like beauty is seems a little bit loaded, because objective, like, where is he deriving these ideas from? Obviously there is a deep philosophy and theology behind Aquinas, and it goes back to like the ancient teachers like Plato and Aristotle and things like that. So I don't have the study and knowledge to really address like where he's getting these ideas from, where they're derived from, but I'll just tackle it. I'll just take a look at what he's saying, and we can sort of tackle it together. So for him, there are three properties to what's objectively beautiful. I forgot the Latin words that Bishop Barron likes to repeat them a lot. They are harmony, radiance, and unity. Or rather, I think the order is harmony, unity, and radiance. Each of them has a Latin word that goes with it. By the way, what I'm doing right now for this piece is the requester had gave me feedback which was along the lines of my own feedback to myself, that I felt that the colors were off and some design aspects were off, and I was kind of questioning it, and I sent a message to the requester talking about like what I feel like could be changed, and we both agreed that like some of the design elements could be fixed here. So one of the first things was that the tassel, or this what she called a tunic coming down, can be shortened, and then also that the colors are a little bit crazy, that maybe instead of this white on the pants, I can sort of change the color to something that's more along the lines of the tan on the tunic. So that said, before I just go in and change it, and again, this kind of goes in line with beauty, I kind of want to find something that feels harmonious. It's hard to explain, and a lot of painters have obviously dove into color theory and asked themselves, like, what are harmonious colors? And then you get into ideas like complementary colors and stuff like that. Now, I know that orange and purple are like complementary colors. They kind of clash with each other. I think of the LA Lakers. For some reason, for the LA Lakers, it kind of works with the purple and gold, purple and yellow. I guess when I call it yellow, purple and yellow doesn't really sound like it goes together. But when I say purple and gold, it sounds royal, and I think maybe that's what we're going for with the tan colors on this. So maybe with the tan in mind, I want to think more on the side of gold, and even the armor there kind of shines gold, and with my sort of gold accents on there, it kind of fits. So with that in mind, I think we'll go with like purple and gold, rather than purple and tan or purple and yellow. I'll keep the word gold in mind. So that said, I'm just gonna take this light color and I'm gonna sort of shift it towards the oranges here and the yellows, and we're gonna completely change. I think I'm just gonna do the shading later, and I'm just gonna throw in a base color, so that it sort of guides me. So this is a tan color, but the way we're gonna shade it is maybe something a little bit more, I don't know the right word, with a little bit more luster, I guess. Same with here. I really don't know the right word. Like it had some gold speckles or gold foil or something. I have to remember that when I undo with a long stroke, it's gonna remove the whole thing. So this tan still feels like it clashes a bit. Now it's supposed to have a purple lining here, but maybe we can like just tone that down a little bit. I can maybe change the design here so that the purple shows up in the front a little bit better. Maybe a strap, maybe, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. I think a lining, maybe on one side of it. Maybe both sides, but wider. Okay. Something like that. Maybe, I think this works a little bit better if we get these a little bit wider. And then, so this tan color, I might like, maybe sort of bring it together with this one, like sort of pick an in-between color there. So something like this. I'm just using the eyedropper tool to get this in-between color and sort of just bring it all together like that. Now, I don't want it to become boring, but I also don't want it to be busy. This is the harmony that I was talking about, harmoniousness. So yeah, we got a lot going on with here. I might even stop here and ask for feedback, but I think I'm gonna trust my artistic instincts too, because a lot of this does come down to instinct and feeling. Because again, I'm not, at least for now, I have to rely on my intuition because I'm not great with color theory. I can even do maybe swatches. So if I do swatches, something like this, where I go purple, and then take this color here, and then gold here. I can kind of use those, and then the armor of the silver armor there. I am getting an Uber call now, folks, so that does interrupt my thoughts, but I'm going to be continuing this contemplation, this sort of exploration of the idea of beauty. So I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.